Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the official season start here of the Holiday Exhibition Challenge series. That is the new series that launches tonight, created and hosted by me. My name is Kevin, also known as KingPittdawg, and we are here live on KingPittdawg Racing for the pre-race, so I can let everyone know what's going on. I was just trying to clear up some room here before I set everything up, and then I had a little bit of difficulty getting the broadcast to start, but it's going now. I just had too much wording in there, so yes. So I just made up some room, and we're going to check on our memory here real quick, and then I will get into the details of tonight's race. We have a 3-race event here tonight, 1, 2, and 3 times the length on the races, and 1, 2, and 3 times the points. Let's just take a quick look here. I want to make sure we clear out our storage available. 92%, that'll be good enough probably for tonight. Also, those who don't know, that's one way to clear out issues if you're having some lag. I had some severe lag going on because the game, as you can see here, let me just show you again because I was just in there. If you go to your options, go down here to storage available. You can see I got a lot used up in replays, so 92.3% of your storage used. Now, I bought a 2 terabyte RAM for this thing, so it's not the PlayStation. I thought it was the PlayStation, thought it was my broadcast. It turns out this was the problem. This was at 99.8%, and it was causing all kinds of problems because I was broadcasting, and it was, it's trying to use what little memory, which I just don't understand. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe that's all they can handle with the networking in that, but just give everybody a quick update as to if you've having those problems, give that a shot. Get rid of some replays. I've gotten rid of that was at 95%. I got rid of 3% before I signed on here. So those who are new and are joining. I have created this holiday, I'm calling it the Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series, or HECS, here on GT7. These are lobby events hosted by me. They'll always be shown as I do. I always run cockpit view, and we'll be showing those live here on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing? How are things in Florida? Sure, probably a lot warmer than it is up here. If you want to learn more about it, I do have a Facebook group created, which is the best way to find the most information because I've got everything up there, the rules and such, but I'm going to go over those right now in this pre-race so everybody knows what they're getting into. If you need to get a hold of me, there's several ways to get a hold of me. The easiest way is just to reach out to me on PlayStation Network. It's pretty easy. I'll put up my page up here.
There's a 70-degree difference between Cape Coral and Goshen, Indiana, LOL.
That's crazy. So, if you see that, I don't know if you can hear that on the broadcast, but my friend Steve, who ran our other series, is in Florida on vacation over the holidays, and he left just in time because it hit 11 below here this morning. 11 below zero, and the winds were blowing at about 40-50 miles an hour. So made for some pretty wicked wind chill. I had a little bit of an issue with my Titan this afternoon. I went to start it to move it in to get some work done on it down in the service department, and she wouldn't start. But it wasn't the battery. It was the starter, which I've had underneath the seat of my truck for 4 years because it acted up on me. I bought the starter, and it never acted up until now. But anyway, we're here. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, right there, KingPittdawg. I don't make any changes to my name. It's capital K-I-N-G, capital P-I-T-T, capital D to the A to the W-G. So, you can reach out to me. That's the easiest way on PlayStation Network. There's also other ways you can reach out to me. You can leave a message on one of my videos. If you go to I've got a series info video. If you click back a few, you can find that, and I go over the entire series in that video. So you can also reach out to me. I have an Instagram. It is Kevin, Kevin, P like Peter, _ KPD, just like KingPittdawg, just like the capital letters. KPD. If you want to just call me KPD, that's fine. That's what I used to be called. This started as a gaming name, and everybody just started calling me KPD, and heck, half the people at work call me that now. So, so you can reach out to me there. You can also reach out to me. I also am under. Let's see, what have I not gotten onto you yet? So, yeah, the PlayStation Network, Instagram. Like I said, you can leave a comment on one of my previous videos, and I can reach out to you. Or you can email me at fqccpresident@aol.com. That's Frank Queen Charlie President PRESIDENT @aol.com. If you're going to do that via email, please type HECS entry in the subject line, because that's my old business address when I had my collision center, my body shop. So there's a ton of spam on there. So I try to clean it out, and I've done a pretty good job, but I still get probably 30 to 40 emails in there a day. So I will try to look up and find you in there. And if I see it I'll look through my notifications, and if I see it, I'll just click on it and type to you directly. So you don't absolutely have to register with me, but it's easier for me if you do. If you're just joining up for fun and not worried about points, you're just going to race a few races, you don't necessarily have to register. But again, I would like to, because I am going to give away a cash prize at the end of the season. So we've got 9 rounds in this racing, and we're going to be starting off here tonight. We are at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, and right now I'm going to get in and actually set up the practice lobby, which I said I would do about 7 o'clock, so I'm going to be pretty much right on time, which is really good for me. So I'm going to start the room here, and then I will go over some more details tonight. While we're doing this, one thing I do ask, if you're going to come on, we get friended. We want you to join the chat, because what we do is we use a chat party.
Package valued well under $5,000, LOL.
Yes, sir. Way under. So one thing and this works out really good, because I've been in other series, and that's Steve talking. It's not him. That's not him talking. It's the bot talking what he's commenting on, and what he said in there, if you didn't hear it, is it's a prize package valued well under $5,000. Yeah, that's way under $5,000. So I will put up the practice lobby right now, and then I'm gonna give me just a second here, guys. I'm learning how to do all of this, so we're gonna set this up as just practice, and then I will kill this one before we. I guess I can't do that, can I? We'll just do practice and race right now. So I'll go over the event rooms here, the event information. We are going to have 3 races in tonight's race. One is going to be 11 laps. Race number 2 is going to be 22 laps, and race number 3 is going to be 33 laps. We are going to run with a pace lap, and I want everybody a nice tight field coming out of the corner. We will determine here on the track where the launch.
I'll be there shortly.
All right, cool, Zip, thank you. One of my racers are going to be on there. So give me just a second here. I'm going to go over the details here of the room. So we're starting there. We're going to have some custom weather. We're at 5 times variable speed, so some of the races may end up in the dark. We are going to use grid start with a false start check, and the first race will be set by the grid order. The second and third race will be set by invert. Let's see, I'm just making sure. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The second race is going to be set by invert. The third race is going to be set by round 2 finish. So I'm kind of taking something from the, like your sprint cars in there where they have an A, B, and C main type of thing. So we're going to have 1 invert, and then 1 we're just going to transfer over the third race. Because it's such a long race, we're going to give you a bonus for finishing well not a bonus, but I mean you're going to get to start up front. So I did change this, so anybody who has seen my previous posts, everything was going to be 2 times fuel and tire. We may bump that to 4 times for fuel for the whole series, because that seems to work out better. It's hard. I didn't have a lot of time to do all testing, but I am changing tonight's to 4 times fuel. We do have it on max fueling if you have to come in the pits. I'm giving the race delay finish 120 seconds just so that gives me time to jot everything down. I've got everything set to real. In this particular car, there is a specific spec, and I'll go over that in just a few minutes. Let me get the room set up here. We got a PP limit of 608, which gives you, because the spec on the car, the way I want it done, is 607.92 on the PP. Max power output's 275, and minimum weight is 1750, so you're going to have to run ballast at 19 kilograms. Max power, I will show you specifically how to get to that max power, because it's got to be specific or you'll be over the PP limit. Shortcut penalty is very weak. Well, collision penalty's off. I figure if you're hitting the wall, you're getting enough of a penalty. But if I see anybody riding the wall, I do reserve the right to disqualify you, or at least reduce positions. Car collision penalty is off. Ghosting is on weak. I am not going to have the pit lane cutting penalty. I think that's a dumb thing that they've got in there. I'm not going to limit any of your assists, because I know some people aren't controllers. So I'm not limiting any assists, but if I see some sort of crazy driving because of it, we will reserve the right to change that. So I'm going to create the room. Here we go right now. So if anybody wants to come in for practice, you can. And just bear with me just a second, because I'm terrible at this PlayStation chat. Let me see if I can even find the group. Oh, no, I'm still in it. Thank God. All right, so practice lobby is open. And now I will go into my settings and show you how we're going to set up the car. So when you go into your Radical, if you've modified it already, I would set everything back to normal. And then you can run tires all the way up to Sport Soft. You can see the numbers on the left side over here. We're going to have a 607.92 PP, max power 275, weight 1750 minimum. So you will have to buy ballast. But if we go back, we'll go backwards here, because it's easier to go backwards down the list as far as arrowing. So clutch and flywheel, you're going to want to purchase the racing clutch and flywheel. The brake controller is optional, but it's very minimal, so I get it anyway. Racing brake pads I would recommend. It's not required. That would lower your PP just slightly. Racing slotted or drilled disc, they both are the same PP level, so you can choose either one. Racing muffler, racing air filter, racing intercooler, and then the anti-lag system is optional for you. I definitely have it on because I've tested it with and without. So I'd recommend it, but you don't have to. It may lower your PP level a little bit. But then again, ballast, you can put the ballast wherever you want, but you do have to run 19 kilograms to hit that 1750 minimum. Now, everything is suspension I want left alone, and then no limited slip LSD or not. So you're going to have differential normal and sports suspension if you bought other things. So tires, you can run sports soft, sports medium, sports hards, whatever you want, but it does have to be in the sports category. So that is your setup. Screenshot that if you're trying to set it up, or when I kill this room to create the regular room, because what I want to do is we're going to go about another 15 minutes here on my pre-race, and then we will have up the official room roughly at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We'll do some more practice. We'll set up. My goal is to have qualifying underway about 8 o'clock. We'll do a little meeting, let everybody know what's going on, get everybody set up in the chat, and go from there. So I think that's all I need to show y'all here. So we got 3 people on the track right now in a practice lobby. Zippy said he's coming too. I'm going to enter just so my car is down there, and then I can spectate. So we got Judge with his car. Looks good, Judge. And we got Ramsey in here. He sent me a picture there, and I've got my new livery. This car is extremely fun to drive. It's perfect for this track. They did run a Nations or Daily or something here, and it was fun. That's kind of what I set this off. So what I think I'm going to do here for the start finish, the start allowance, is we'll use the penalty markers if they've got them up, and then you can start anywhere from there in the start finish line. Whoever is leading the field is going to hold the pace, and I'll go over some of that rules here in just a minute. And let's take a look at Ramsey out there in the track. We'll flip back and forth. So, just to go around, I'm going to go over the whole series, everything we got here. So I've already went over how you can contact me, and again, we may change the 2x fuel tires. There will be performance points and group limits as specified in the round. The lobby is going to be set to reels. I just went over that. We will be running by default a pace lap, although I've changed that on a lot of tracks because they seem to be okay for... Group 4 seems to be pretty good for... Group 4 seems to be pretty good for starts on the grid. So we'll probably do grid starts there. Okay, so let's see. So if you pre-enter with me, and again, you don't have... This is the kickoff. You can come into this race, and if you want to say, hey, sign me up for the whole series, you don't really, like I said, don't really have to be. If the room, for some reason, we get full on a room, anybody that is entered or registered, per se, I don't know if you want to call it that, will get preference over those. And then all of these guys that have raced with me, I would already consider them registered, because they've already told me they're going to race some races or all of them. So I've got a no bumper contact passing rule, which is something that it's kind of a gray area, of course. But all I ask is that if you bump somebody and move them off of their racing line, that you give the spot back as soon as possible. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to like hit the brakes, you know what I mean, and just stop. But I would ask you to slow down, let them get caught up. If for some reason they want to do what I'm going to call a tap out, where they say, no, look, that's okay, it was a racing incident, you can continue to proceed forward, but they would have to announce that. So the chat, we talked about the chat party. We're going to have chat party up. We use that for spotting for everybody. Basically, I will run race control from the chat party, and we will discuss what's going on, and I will basically call things out. We do have the option during the entire series, which I don't think I actually put that in here. I must have deleted it off inadvertently. I do have the option at any time on any event to call either competition cautions, or if there's a major wreck with a bunch of guys, or if we have like one of these pile-ups in turn 1 or something. But make every effort to try to not make contact, okay? I will be viewing races for unsportsmanlike conduct, and the pole position is going to have responsible for the pace and the start of the race. And also the official pace for the whole series is 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles an hour, roughly 60. Like I said, I'm not going to like police you if you hit 65, and there's some corners where you have to slow down. So just call it out if you're Ramsey going around. Oh, he kept it off the wall. Good job. And I'll put up some times so we can see what kind of times we're expecting here. Keith is usually up at the top. Keith is the judge, so those who don't know. I try to call people out by their PlayStation name if I can, but sometimes I just call them by their names. So we're running 133, 139. That's about what I was running. I think I ran some 132s in practice, and then I was actually doing some testing with Rodeo, and we were running right around 133. I think I was right about where Keith's at, and he ran a 132.8, I think, during our session. So you can get down in there. This car can be driven a couple of different ways, so it's interesting. So I think I've touched on all the rules. Points, as far as how points are going to go for the series. Points on each individual race will be based on car count. So in other words, if there's 10 cars in the race, the winner will get 10 points. There's also a bonus point for winning, so the winner will actually get 11 points. And then for every event at the end of the series, I will put an extra point for every race start. And that's every race, not just the event. And then there's going to be bonus points for the round of the event finish. Those will be determined by your average finish, okay? So basically, Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I will add you to the chat. Hang on. Are we friends, Hendrick Man? Because I didn't see you on there. I probably would have sent you an invite the other day. What is your What is your PlayStation? Why don't you go ahead and send me a friend request if we are, or send me a PM on PlayStation Network. Okay, why don't you go ahead and send me a friend request if you could, because I'm kind of running the lobby here in this, and then I will add you to our official chat. And again, anybody that watches my channel on a regular basis that is on PlayStation Network on GT7, you're welcome to participate in the event. Again, all I ask is that we run clean, good, fun events here. I don't want anybody to be angry in these events. There's always going to be contact in this type of racing. There's always going to be problems. Some people are going to have problems with internet and so on. So... Ramsey, you're running number 17. That's how I'm going to track everybody with points, just so you guys know. So I do need a number on the car, and I guess, you know what, I don't think I ever put that in there. I think I lost a little paragraph of stuff when I was copy and pasting all this stuff. So I do apologize, people. But yeah, I would ask that you run a number on there, at least so that we, I can track you. It's a lot easier for me just to write your car number, as opposed to... as opposed to writing the whole name down during the scoring thing, because that's how I'm going to actually do it. I have two separate tabs. I bought a really nice tab for keeping track of this event, or of this series, and then I've also got just a kind of a scratch pad to keep notes on. So. Yeah, I gotta watch out for the sausage here at this track. Alright, so now I got to go... see if I can figure this out. Alright, I think add... no, that's plus friends. So how do I add somebody to the chat? Oh, here we go. Add. There we go. Found it. Hang on, I'm trying to scroll down the list here, Hendrik. Finding RN. I think it moves the person. I wonder if I gotta reset. Let me reset it. Go all the way out. Go back into the chat. Add players. RNB W. Well, maybe. Uh-oh! I didn't see that. What happened there? I just heard it quiet down. Alright, we got about 5 minutes here left in this practice session, and then we'll have a practice session when the official one opens up here. I just need minutes to set this up. Oh, that looked like a lag something. I think Kyle here, Ramsey, has had some issues with Rainbow. Why is it not letting me find it? What the heck? Let me just try going back down again. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Alright, Hendrik, man, you're officially in the chat. Stay on my YouTube, and in between here I'm going to go in and throw up the specs again. So give me just a minute. Oh, I really need to plug in my...
I'm setting some up from screenshots.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Whoop, nope. Oh, you stupid thing. Oh, I really need... where's my... I think my keyboard is down here somewhere. I don't even know if it worked, but I'm going to try it because this is a pain in the buttuckus. It's going to be 3 minutes by the time I get this... this... All right. And I think I'm actually going to, what number Steve got up there on his? 32. Okay, he's always going to run 32. Okay. And I got to be careful because we got two Steves, so I try to call him man.
Many of these new guys want to carry over to the next winter sprint series. I believe we shave 4-5 spots left open.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I will be making announcements for that too. So yeah, I want to cross promote these if we can. So let's see here. I got to do something real quick. All right, that's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down here in about 2 minutes. I know I've given you... I'll do it 7:25. Oh, I wish you could just... I guess once I type it up here, it'll come in the next time. Yeah, Steve, man, if you're watching, if you want to go ahead and run out and get out there for a couple laps, you can just get a little practice in. So in between here, like I said, I'm going to jump out here in a couple of minutes, and we will. I'll jump out, get my stream. I'm going to kill this stream as well. So I'll kill this practice stream, pre-race stream, and we will get the original, the official. I'm sorry, the official. Holiday Access Challenge. I'm just gonna say HECS. The HECS Series Round 1. One make here, the Radical SR3 at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. You know, this live stuff is really difficult. I really hand it to these guys because you know what? I sit there and stumble over my words. I don't know how bad it sounds, but I feel like I'm just kind of completely tripping over my words all the time. All right, so far I think we got 6 people, because I know Zippy's coming. I know that Rodeo is going to try to. That's why I'm gonna hold off as long as I can. I know there's people on the East Coast, West Coast. Graham already messaged me and told me he's been having power outages, so he wasn't going to try. He didn't want to mess up the his PlayStation thing. So let's see what else. See if I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. I've got everything I need ready. And I'm going to start the official the official stream coming up at 7:30. It takes me a few minutes, and because I was having trouble getting it to actually start earlier here. I think I was only 2 minutes late. And those who are interested, again, I've got a Facebook group. That's the best way. I've got all the information up on there. I've also done posts on Instagram at KevinP_KPD. And we've also got... I didn't give you the name of the Facebook group. If you just type what you see on the screen right there, HECS Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series, you should have no problem finding it. It's going to have a big logo of the Gran Turismo 7 up there. That'll get you in there, and then you'll be able to see all the specs. I put specs of the Radical up there if you want to join us. Again, you don't have to join us for the first race if you can't make it. If you want to... If you want to come in for even the last race, the only thing I'm going to ask is that everybody who comes in on the last race, that you're going to have to start in the back, okay? If you come in the second race, because of the fact that it's a finish order start for the third race, I'm going to ask that you finish and you start in the back. It's just fair to everybody who's been here all night. And again, that's something I will be setting the grid in the room. So we'll see how it goes there. So we got about a minute here, guys. If you want to take a break, if you want, and I will have the practice room up. As long as the lobby starts up okay, I'll have it up right about 7:30. Give or take a few minutes, or give me a few minutes extra, possibly. So for now, I'm going to kill this YouTube stream, and then we'll get everything set up. And I might ask one of you guys if one of the guys can set up the actual chat, because...
Okay, I'm set up. He'll join next practice.
Okay, excellent. So, and then we'll try to get you set up, Hendrik. We'll try to get you set up on the chat party, too, when we get that going. So I'm going to ask somebody, because I'm going to have to launch the YouTube stream with a little introduction, and so if somebody else wants to start the chat party and get everybody lined up, then I will come and join your chat party if somebody wants to do that, and then should be set up to where we can add you in, and we'll get things rolling. Like again, I'm trying. There's some people on the West Coast I'm trying to wait for, Eric, possibly Rodeo, and whoever else wants to join. So if we can get you guys, we'll give you as much time as we can. We're going to do another practice up till about 8 o'clock. Hey, Product Red, how you doing? We're going to do a practice, again, starting at 7:30. That'll be the official launch of the room. And then we'll get things rolling about 8 o'clock. I'll let you guys know what to do, and we'll start our 10-minute qualifying session. If you don't qualify for their first race but don't get in for qualifying but still join, you would have to start in the back, but you would be eligible for the rest of the races, the invert and the finish start on the third race. Okay, so if for some reason you have a problem with internet or whatever, where you have an emergency or something where you have to leave, as long as you qualify for the event, I'm going to give you the points for attending the event, the races. So the first race. I think that's it. I better get this off. I better get this one shut down, or at least the stream shut down. I'll leave the practice lobby up until I get this YouTube reset back up. So thanks everybody. We'll see you around here in a few minutes, and we'll officially launch the Holiday Exhibition Challenge Series. Hey Keith, here we go. I'm shutting down my stream here. Be back on in a few minutes once I reset it.